Oh, good morning, YouTube. My goodness, I haven't been on this road for a while. I was just going to say, and they paved it. And that's the end of the new pavement. Oh well. Just heading up onto some dirt. We'll be there in a few minutes. I have not been motivated to do videos lately. I don't know why. Just seems to be a time where I'm, I don't know, on a reset. You know how it goes sometimes? You just need to reset yourself. Yeah, just a time to find out what I want, what I don't want, that type of thing. I kind of found myself doing some things and pleasing some people in ways that really didn't work for me. So, got to reassess when things get like that, eh? And here we are in the dirt. Lots of horrible washboard here. Trying to keep my weight back. See if that helps. It's one thing I don't like is washboard. It's why I prefer the trails and the off-road routes to Forest Service roads. So I haven't done anything to the CRF300L yet. To do with the suspension, that is. I'm definitely going to upgrade the shock, but can't afford it yet, so it's got to wait. Let's get off the road here. I haven't been up here. I don't know how long it's been. Been a long time. I used to come up here quite a bit. It was one of my favorite routes. This goes up very high and then it goes down through a canyon and up the other side, and then you can loop down and exit on another Forest Service road, and with lots of nice trails in between. I won't be going too far today because I have somewhere to be later. And that somewhere is not here. Well, as you can see, it's still pretty smoky, although this is a vast improvement over what we've had quite a bit of. Yeah, it's a lot clearer, but you should be able to see all those mountains there and hillsides. They're pretty obscured. Yeah, the rear shock, definitely want to replace that. You know, when I sit on the bike, it's kind of like, it feels like, you know, when you load a pickup too much in the back and it sits up, you know, like this. That's the way I feel when I sit on this. The ass end kind of drops down so much, I feel like I'm sunk down in the back. So that's got to go. I still haven't fixed this thing properly, get it straightened out, permanently attached. But it seems to do the trick to stop the knee from hurting from this bit of plastic getting too hot to touch. I'll see if I can come up here with a buddy or something and then take the whole route. Anymore, I don't really want to take the remote rough routes by myself as I used to. I'll be 71 next month. So, yeah, I got to think of that. I mean, I'm pretty fit, but, you know, you definitely have to consider your safety. Riding alone in remote areas, probably not a great idea for anyone, let alone someone who is 71. I mean, I'm pretty healthy and pretty fit. You know, I work out all the time and that sort of thing. But I have my issues, age-related stuff. Got some arthritis going on, predominantly in my hands, and it really bugs me because, that's one thing I like doing in my workouts is boxing, martial art, that type of thing. And so I'm hitting the bags and such, and I have to protect my hands. I mean, they were getting not so good, right, with the arthritis. So you got to consider all this stuff as you age. Even if you're fit in many ways, there's still stuff going on that, where you're deteriorating here and there, right? So you got to work around it and shore it up, that type of thing. So I did find something that helps with the arthritis and the joint problems. And at least I think it's helping. I'm pretty sure. It's still pretty new for me. So what I'm doing is I'm taking CBD oil, a full spectrum CBD oil. And I take that once a day. And it seems to be helping. I'm also using a CBD cream. So double whammy. Anyway, I think I notice a pronounced difference in my left hand, and that was my worst hand. I also just got some new bag gloves, some clitoris. I don't know if that's the way you pronounce it, but anyway, they're good. Nice leather bag gloves. But that's the thing, you got to do what you can to protect yourself. And then have fun and enjoy yourself. But start with that. Start with protecting yourself. So the same applies to the riding, right? Be safe and have a blast. That's my motto. I'm no super skilled dirt rider by any stretch of the imagination, but it's strange to me the beliefs that some people have regarding riding in dirt, if they've got a dual sport. I see so much, so many people say, oh, you should never touch the front brake when on dirt, you'll lose the front wheel, it'll wash out. I mean, it's so far from the truth. The front brake is probably even more useful than the back brake on dirt. The back brake's great if you want to do a little bit of a quick slide turn, slip the back end around. But the front brake is so useful for slowing down prior to corners like this. And I've got my front brake on through that corner. I'm trail braking. You come up to the corner, okay, slow down. There you go, slightly off the brake now. So it's just the same trail braking as you would do on the street. You can do in the dirt, just as long as you don't grab a fistful of front brake and brake traction, and then of course you're in for a bad day. But the rules of front braking is gradual, right? You don't just grab it, you squeeze it to load the front tire, to shift the weight to the front and increase the traction on the front tire. And then you can slow down nicely for a corner, during a corner. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just say that because, like I say, I see a lot of people with the belief that shouldn't touch it on dirt. Try it, practice it, and you'll find it's going to help you no end get out of situations that otherwise would be rather hairy. It will save your butt. Like I say, I'm no expert dirt rider. I get by without crashing on dirt. And some might say, well, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough if you're not crashing, man. Yeah, Well, I'd rather not crash. We'll come back to the 71-year-old stuff. At 71, I'd rather not crash. I don't want to test the flexibility of my bones. I'll give age the benefit of the doubt. Ooh, fresh pavement here. Speaking of crashing, I crashed here once. Right in this corner. And it was my own fault. I dislocated my shoulder. It was nasty. I have a video. I'll link it up here in the right-hand corner at the top. But anyway, yeah, a short video showing the crash. It hurt. I mean, it's totally my fault. I did exactly what I shouldn't do when I found myself entering the corner too hot. I increased the lean angle and I throttled on at the same time. So, of course, the rear end slid out and down I went. I rode home though, which was quite painful. With a dislocated shoulder. It was dislocated to the rear, which I guess only 2% of dislocations are. And it took 5 people in the emergency department to get it reset. It took them 15 minutes and 5 people. They said it was the toughest one they'd ever experienced. I didn't know anything about it because I was out. I was in La La Land. Anyway, I'm going to sign off and figure out how often I want to do these videos. I don't know. It's up in the air as to whether I want to continue on as I have. I'll have to do some thinking. In the meantime, I'm glad you joined me on my ride. Hope there was something of interest or value in that. So you take care. You ride safe and have a blast.